Tell us a little bit about that big thinking earlier. Remember we were talking a little bit about that?
I think as far as paying it forward, I think you gotta really, you gotta look out for the people that you gotta build a good team around you. I think that's crucial too. I think, along the way, people that
weed out the negative too.
Yeah, people that weed out the negative, and the people that are good on their way up. Build a team around you, people that you can trust.
We were talking about this, having the right people around you.
Having the right people around you, the right team. If you trust in the people around you, everyone's going to be better off.
When you said that to me, that resonated really, really deep with me. Is trusting the people around you. I can see the trust with your whole team.
Spot art producer was the best man at my wedding. He's a guy that I worked with and consider like a brother. There's people here that intern for us, and I got a good feeling. I trusted them. Our friendship built, and I think when you work with people you trust, I think you can't beat that.
It goes back to what you said though. You got to surround yourself with good people, and you can't do it alone. Rich and I could never do this alone, and our glue and our backbone is our producer Spot. He's our bud, but he's the guy that keeps us in line. We're scatterbrains.
So you're without him.
Without Spot.
It's
Christian Spotty Swords. There is no show. We had other producers, but he's the guy, and he's the guy that's going to take us to the next level.
Love it.
The brains behind it all. You know what I mean?
We talked about this earlier, that no one person, I remember the other day when we had gotten together, I said something to you that when someone tells me they're self-made, I feel sorry for that person, because if you're self-made, you haven't made much.
Exactly.
Whoever just texted you, honestly, probably someone that you trust. A coworker, someone that you're looking out for, someone that's looking out for you.
Hold on.
Right?
Hold on, let's see if it is. I pray you're right.
You're a type of guy that surrounds himself with people you trust and work with.
No, this guy owes me money.
Oh!
It's not a good example, but we get the point.
Right. Exactly.
The people, but when you were saying that earlier about, I enjoyed that conversation because I have found that as an individual, I can only do so much. Like the two of you together, it seems, when you were apart, you were strong, but you're stronger together. It seems that the more people you add...
I agree, but our differences is what makes us even better. You got to appreciate the differences. For as much as we have in common, we're completely different.
Tell me about this relationship, because this is a whole nother subject, is the power of relationships, because you two got a dynamite one. Yeah. How do you guys have this?
I came in with this rock edge. I'm as he would say, Guido from New Jersey, right? And he's a dude from Long Island. I'm a Yankees guy. He's a Mets guy.
Like there's all these little, all these little differences.
Exactly. He comes from the pop world, and...
You mean like Miley Cyrus rocking ball?
I'll translate. He thinks I'm a cheesy white guy,
right?
And he's the cool Latino guy. That's what he's really saying.
Look, I gotta quote the great.
But he seems like he is a cool Latino.
It's just
very cool.
It happened that way. I don't know.
It worked.
It worked. Eric, I don't know how I do it. I just do it. No, but I had great mentors. You talk about mentors. My dad, my Uncle Joey. People I admired and looked up to. You absorb that. People I've worked with. What did you ask me? You asked me something important.
It was, what was it? It was about our relationship. One person. No, you can't do it alone. That if you're self-made, you ain't made much.
I gotta quote the great Rocky Balboa when he was talking about Adrian. He said, "Look, I got gaps. You got gaps.
You got to do it in your Rocky voice, though.
Like, I got gaps. Do it right. We fill gaps. It's nice. Whatever I don't know, this dude knows. Whatever he doesn't know, I'll pick up the slack." So it became a perfect sort of chemistry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We agree on a lot of things, and when we agree, we say, then it's got to be fact. Because we disagree on a lot of things. We challenge each other, and neither of us back down on that. We're not intimidated by each other. We're willing to hear what the other has to say. And when you have a great team, that's when magic happens. Yeah. And that's what goes out on the air.
And part of this also, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, don't interrupt. You keep going.
Part of this is having the same ambition and drive as your business partner, because essentially Covino and I are business partners. We do a show, but we're business partners. At the end of the day, he's my business partner. Covino knows that I want big things. I know he wants big things. I know he has a daughter who he wants to have a great life for. He knows I want to start a family soon.
You got the second most beautiful girl in the world.
All right.
The second. The second.
Thank you.
Because I have...
Okay.
I just wanted to clear that up.
But it's one of those things, though, where when you know that each other are motivated, and no one's... I don't think Covino or I have ever said, I'm really carrying the team here. we've never said that. Like we both realize that we
I have
need
said
each
that
other.
I'm the straw that stirs the drink, though. I have said
You think
that.
you're Reggie Jackson?
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Awesome. Can you believe these guys are taking off this weekend? There's still 2 more messages. So Covino and Rich will return next week. In the meantime, tune in tomorrow for Saturdays with Simon on the Daily Locker Room.
Have a positive day.
I'm telling you.